You are made out of spirit originally before body. Body is the content of the spirit. So look, for instance, the ideal milk or milk, any milk. The milk is inside the tin. After the milk is taken, the tin is useless. Your body is useless. It's what is inside you that is important. That is your spirit. But due to the fall of man, your spirit has more or less fallen. So the body is just there. But we are responsible to resurrect our spirit persons. So how do we do that? You need to divide yourself into two, physical and spirit, and build your spirit. How do you build your spirit? Through understanding of the Word of God, meditating the Word of God, and prayer. Somebody will say, how about fasting? Yes, fasting will come later. You see, people are fasting, but they don't even understand what fasting is all about. So what are they doing? They are just doing medical exercise. Because when you fast, you benefit health-wise. When you fast, germs in you, they die because they won't get food to eat. So you heal yourself. But fasting is meant for spiritual growth. But if you don't understand fasting, you fast and only benefit physical growth. So understanding first. When Jesus had his disciples and they couldn't heal somebody, and he healed the person, he told them, how long will you be with me? That means you have been long with me not to be able to handle this case. That means you have followed and wasted time. You didn't learn how to deal with this. And then later he said, this cannot go easily except by prayer and fasting. So there's one aspect that is how long. That means steady. Then before the aspect of prayer, then before the aspect of fasting. So there are 3 stages. How long means how long you have been in lessons or study or class. That is why I talked to you about how some of you are 1 year, 2 years around me. What have you achieved? How long have you been with me? So learn to demarcate yourself into 2. Your spirit person and your physical person. And know how the 2 work. Now let me give you a very practical example of how the 2 work. When Jesus was walking on the water in the night, the disciples were in the boat. They were afraid. They said, hey, a ghost. Then he heard them because he was close. They said, no, it's not a ghost. I am your master. Then Peter quickly said, Master, if it is you, let me also come. Then Jesus said, come. Now look at Peter. First he was afraid that it was a ghost. Why? That is flesh. That was flesh. That was the flesh. That is the physical body. And for your physical body, it will always be afraid. Because he doesn't want to be hurt. God put fear in your body so that it will not be destroyed. That's why when a car is coming, you run. Because if the fear is not there, you will stand there and the car will come and crash you and you will die. Because when your body is destroyed, your spirit has to leave. So God put fear in your body for a purpose. So the body has to exhibit the fear. That's why they say, a ghost. Say, no, I am not a ghost. Then Peter said, then if you are not a ghost, how can you walk on the water? Me too, I want to walk. So you see, Peter has now left the physical body, which was afraid, which was the ghost matter. And now has come to another place, Peter. He wants to walk on water, which the body is not supposed to do. When your body touches water, you sink. But he saw his master walking. He didn't sink. So that means, how did my master do that? I want to also do some. The master said, come. And he followed. And he walked on the water. So that is Peter physical, Peter spiritual. Whilst he was walking on the water, he left the spiritual focus he had from his master, which he learned for the first time. He left it. How? He saw the sea. He said, hey, I'm the one walking on the water. So he started to sink. So you, one person, you can always go off the flesh. You can always go off the spirit. So you have to know yourself. When to maintain the spirit and when to maintain the flesh. I have just given you a very practical way to demarcate yourself in both physical and spiritual. Say obetimi apai wo nipadua ne mienu. Ba ko ye hunhun nipa, ba ko ye honam nipa. He Peter, ohun ni master, o say, Samai honam nipa no. Honam nipa no suro samai adenti nyame aye wo nipadua ne sɛ de be suro niama, sɛ de be ya ensei bibin ano onkopra. Enti na car ba na wadwane no because car power obabubu na ohun nipa ese okọ obabu. And so the master can say, oh, there be me samai me. Peter said, say wo dia na okay, say wo dia ma me so me 19 so no so. What's it bra? Enti Peter na osro samai. Honam nipa no. Say see Peter say over 19 so Peter hunhun nipa. Enti wu nipa ese wo twa hunhun mienu. Honam mre ene hunhun emre. Now ostatia o 2 and 9 on 19 so no so ye because honam utia so I say wo because who you do nso ritimi crowd but send the master etimi ye no de ese ono so ye bi send the master so ye no eyo enyo honam and ono so ba and to timi nante ye enti he it means honhom no unni exercise unni training bia wadwi Peter ye na adwin say me so me 90 bi on say odo no nyanko no mu na owo ho omo de omo ayo ma adwin enti oboda so boat no na omo bo say hey Peter why are you enti wo adwin e na otimi de pai wo hu mienu hu nipa ne honam nipa o start here on 90 insio no so no na oyo hu Peter na o hwe ne master ena okọ yi na adwin fi hwe no ena o de akọ nsuo no so insoro na obehwe ne master no we yi ne master ne hwe no ena o de akọ nsuo no o say hey me na me nsuo say ena wa start him oh o fi no a obe mi person mi o ti bibia ase o ya nipa mienu che o mienu bibia ese o use o nipa use bibia ese o use o nam nipa use e come de wa honam nipa no ese odidi obe fasting so a nipa ense se odidi enti nya enti ase efisase na me shira